You know, it's nice to be back in Skyrim, but I don't really know what to do now. I haven't really got any major quests or anything. Hang on, who's that? Hello? You know this is
You
my
were
house.
rather hard to track down, I'll give you that.
Okay. Well, this is my house. Well, one of them. I do have 10, so I suppose that makes sense. Who are you and what do you want?
I was asked to find you as soon as possible. If you ask me, this problem sounds urgent. You'd best head on over to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun. Speak to Lurius Lior. He mentioned something about trouble with a dragon. And the promise of a generous reward. Sounds tempting. If I were you, I'd best not keep him waiting.
Dragons. Nice. It's been a
You
while
face
since I've
danger
fought a
without
dragon.
hesitation.
Indeed. Follow
I
me.
will shadow your steps.
Okay, I'll head right there then. As luck would have it, it's just up the street. You picked a very close meeting place.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
This next song goes
Think
out
I
to
got
the
the clean
dragon
mug
boy,
around here
the
somewhere.
savior of Skyrim.
No thanks.
Alduin's wings, they did darken the
Ah, you made it. I was beginning to think you were never going to show up.
and his scales sharp and
I received your message. Sounds like you're having trouble with the dragon.
The problem is straightforward enough, I suppose. A dragon has been attacking settlements throughout the holds. Contingents of guards have been sent after it, but the damn thing has so far managed to evade all our efforts. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lurius Lior with the East Empire Company.
Why does the East Empire Company care about dragon attacks? Are they attacking your ships?
How shall I put it? Dragon attacks are very bad for trade. They're also very bad for settlements throughout the holds, hence a commonality. We've been cooperating with the Jarls to pool our resources together towards finding a solution to this issue. I'm sure the collective bounty of 10,000 gold on this dragon should stir enough sword wavers into action should my plan fail.
And what kind of plan did you have in mind?
I know of some mercenaries with exceptional talents.
Why hire mercenaries? I'm the Dragonborn. I've fought more powerful dragons on my own.
Glad you asked. This dragon has so far proven very difficult to approach. We'll need a team that can cover a lot of ground quickly to corner it. And aside from giants, I'm not sure what else could stand up against a dragon. But that's where you'll come in, Dragonborn. I've assembled a team of the finest mercenaries I know. They've been tracking the dragon from its last known sighting in Falkreath. There's Aether, a Redguard warrior from Hammerfell. He used to be Alakir until he took up mercenary work.
This is a local favorite and
Danelit, a Bosmer archer, the most skilled sharpshooter I know. She was recently incarcerated in solitude for petty theft. Luckily, the Empire was willing to look the other way this time if it meant putting a stop to this dragon. Shargam, an orc berserker from Nazulbur, with the strength of at least 3 of his kind. We'll definitely need him along for the hunt. And Elmira, a mage with some unhealthy fixations, but highly skilled in the arts of the arcane nevertheless.
Okay. I also have someone with me, Freya. She's from the Skull village on Solstheim. She's a Nord warrior. And where can I find these mercenaries?
I'll mark the rendezvous point on your map. When you get there, speak to Aether. By now, he should know where that dragon's been roosting. If we're lucky, we might be able to get the jump on that dragon and put an end to the trouble it's been causing, once and for all. Godspeed, Dragonborn. I'll be waiting here for your return.
Okay. I'll be on my way then.
Where shall we journey next?
Falkreath, of course. I also leveled up while selling stuff. I think I'm going to increase health this time. I've been taking a lot of damage recently, so I think I'm going to take another light armor perk. Agile Defender, rank 3. That should do. Hello?
So, you're the one Lurius asked us to wait for. You're this Dragonborn people have been talking about.
I am.
Well, if Lurius trusts you, then I guess we have no choice. I'm Aether, and this is our little ragtag group assembled by the Empire's coin. I wish we could have met under more favorable circumstances, but I'm afraid we're a little short on time. Good that you arrived when you did. We've been following recent sightings of the dragon in Falkreath Hold. It hasn't attacked Falkreath directly, but its presence is straining trade. Supply shipments through the region have ground to a halt. Seems like they've heard this dragon has a bit of a penchant for them. Why? Can't say for sure. It would make more sense for the beast to hit major population centers. But who knows what their true intentions are.
Lurius told me you may know where it's roosting.
The last witness I spoke to said the dragon had been returning to the same spot in the mountains southeast of Falkreath over the past few days. Ancient's Ascent is likely where it's roosting now, but who knows for how long. I suggest we head there immediately. We may be able to catch it by surprise. We can't do this on our own. That's why Lurius asked for your help. With you on our side, we might just have a chance of pulling this off. Now come on, we need to move quickly.
Of course. Where did my host go? Shadow me? Oh, it's all the way back there. I'll just run then. I think we're getting close. This is Unchilled Passage.
What was it?
I don't suppose there's much point me trying to sneak.
There was no other way it could end.
Not with all these guys following. Okay, this continues through.
It is good to see more of the world, for wisdom is the child of experience.
Indeed. Let's get ready.
Kendav Balan Fukai. Finally, warriors worthy of combat walk before me. I was beginning to think your champions were all
Allmaker, protect me!
Baruki, Hoga, Hornga. This one surprised me with its Doba source. I have heard rumors. Maybe you are worthy of my Narak Mir gold. It has been a grave for lesser mortals. In your tongue, they call it Wyrmstooth. To the dove, it is the Brumlock Strunma. Seek it, Yargol's Walan, and you shall have the battle you seek.
Why not now? What? It's immune.
Damn it! I can't believe the beast just slipped through our fingers. This isn't going to go down well with Lurius. You can count on that.
No. It seemed to know we were coming.
You're right. It was probably watching our movements this whole time. It was foolish to think we could just corner it like a wild beast. Seems like the dragon wants us to pursue it to Wyrmstooth. I'm beginning to see why Lurius is involved in this dragon hunt. I'm sure he can explain it better than I can. But for now, we should return to the Bannered Mare and let him know what transpired.
Yeah, this dragon seems unusually smart. Let's get back to Whiterun then.
Come on in. We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Hello?
You're back. I was beginning to think you may never return. So, how did it go? Did you slay the dragon?
Hero named Ragnar the Red.
No, it managed to get away.
What do you mean? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out there pursuing it?
It's headed to a place called Wyrmstooth.
Wyrmstooth? Then it seems that once again that dragon has slipped out of our grasp. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this.
What do you mean?
There's a reason I'm involved in this little dragon hunt of ours. I manage the Imperial mining settlement at Wyrmstooth. That dragon first showed up a fortnight ago. It began killing miners and burning trade caravans on the road, but never attacked us directly. I tried evacuating people back to the mainland in case it changed its mind, but those miners are a stubborn lot. Foolish, if you ask me. So I hired a group of mercenaries to come to Wyrmstooth and put that dragon to the sword. Sadly, they were never heard of again.
So, what happened then?
Things were quiet for a while. I assumed the dragon either went back to sleep or had left the island for good. Either way would be fine with me. But then I heard news that the very same dragon was spotted over Skyrim, putting a strain on trade routes, burning caravans and settlements. I came to Skyrim at the behest of the East Empire Company. They probably saw this as my responsibility to deal with. I thought I could correct past mistakes by ending things here, but that dragon has proved far more slippery than I had imagined. It seems we have no choice but to pursue it back to where things first started. Back to Wyrmstooth.
It sounds like the dragon wants us to follow it to the island.
I'll have a ship ready at the docks in Solitude. Meet me there and we'll set sail for Wyrmstooth. I shouldn't need to remind you that we won't know what to expect when we arrive. You should stock up on whatever supplies you need before we depart. And don't forget, that 10,000 gold bounty is still up for grabs should we actually manage to pull this off.
Of course. I'll head over to Solitude then.
The Empire is on edge. All these dragon attacks can't be good for business.
No. So I've arrived on the Solitude docks. I believe they're on this ship. Yes.
I've acquired a vessel that can take us to Wyrmstooth. I know it's not much, but it'll get us there in one piece. Let me know when you're ready and we'll depart. Remember, we won't be returning until that dragon is dead, so make sure you're prepared for anything.
I'm ready.
Great. I'll let everyone know we're ready to set sail. Head below deck and get some shut-eye. It'll take a few hours for us to get there, and we'll need to be fully rested to face whatever is in store.
It's rather misty. Definitely getting a Morrowind feeling from those giant mushrooms.
We're here. The town is a short distance away. Once I've spoken with the others, we'll head there immediately. Alright, listen up everyone. That monster is out there on this island. It knows we're here, and it likely has a trap prepared for us. No second chances. No letting it get away this time, or none of us are getting paid. Do I make myself clear? Great. Let's move out.
Okay. I guess I'm just following you guys. We're here in Netherite. Probably not really a priority right now. Docks, mining's, Barrow. Fort Moonwatch. Yeah, you've got him. What? I can't really tell what's going on in the middle of that scrum there. I'll pick off the stragglers, I guess. So that I don't accidentally hit any of you. That deer just almost knocked you over. This is really weird. The mushrooms remind me of Morrowind, but it's far too green. What? Do you see something? I see fire. This doesn't look good. Is this the town? Stone Holler. Yeah, this is definitely the town, isn't it? That dragon's been here.
Gods, what a disaster! I never stood a chance. I can't even begin to imagine how the mining settlement's going to recover from this.
Yeah.
Elmira and Theoden will stay behind and tend to the wounded. There's likely more people trapped under all this rubble. The rest of us are heading to the Barrow on the other side of the island. I suggest you follow along with us, but if you want to scout around first, we'll be waiting for you at the Barrow, so don't take too long.
Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Moonwatch that was. I should probably stick with these guys.
Speak quickly, or not at all.
I don't know if there is a shop. I could always check it on the way back. This is fascinating terrain. All the different plants, different colours, and the mist. Looks amazing.
People will come to this island seeking to make a fortune from the rich ore veins. What they don't realize is how tough mining ore really is. Many leave not much better off than when they first came. As a result, this island is littered with old mine shafts left to decay, tombstones and shattered dreams.
Oh wow, mushroom with icicles on it. Never seen that before. You keeping up okay? You crashed into a fox? Well, ran into a fox. Tower here. Just to have a look, but I want to stick with the group. I mean, the dragon could pick them off. Wolfmir's watch. Yep, you've got him. Oh, watch out for these rocks. Those could hurt.
As you can see, this entire island is essentially one big volcanic crater. See the Barrow up there? That's where we're headed. If it wasn't for the sulfur, the temperature here would have made it an ideal location for a settlement. Still, some try and tough it out here, though I can't say the air is good for their lungs.
There's a cavern been destroyed here. Ah, it works on him there. You're not so tough. I should probably catch up to the others again. Gary's right. I think we found some dragons. A journal fragment. Really left me behind there, haven't they? Don't mind me just killing dragons over here. Is that them over there? No, it's a saber cat. Where did they go then? I'm just gonna keep following the road and assume they did. I've noticed Freya's gone missing as well. Nice. Ah, there you are.
Need something?
Not really. Not right now. Lovely view. We're well up into the mountains now. Okay, this must be the Barrow we're looking for. Where is everyone? will stop it. There we go. So I'm going to have to fight everything on my own, am I? Despite all these so-called mercenaries. Wyrmstooth Barrow. Well, let's go in then. Okay. Well, at least one of them made it in here.
Swear I'll kill you.
That wasn't too bad. Ebony battle axe.
Damn it. Looks like the gate is shut. Something used to slot into that pedestal over there. My guess is that's what controls the gate. Whatever it was, it looks like it was only recently removed. Probably bandits trying to make some quick coin by looting the dungeon. Look around for any clues. Maybe we can find out what happened here.
So that's weapon needs to go in there. Bandit journal. Don't know how long that old fart has been down here. He certainly looks like an old fella, but I'm not one to hold it against him. Said he's been studying the drug, using them to develop some fancy spell that allows him to control their movements. Sounds like a power that could come in handy in our next raid. But what really got my attention was when he said he might be able to modify the spell to control anything, not just dust walkers, but living people too. A power like that, I can't even begin to fathom what we could accomplish. What I could accomplish. If what he says is true, then I can't let him leave until I get my hands on that spell. So we struck a deal. We don't send in more of our buddies to harass him, and in return he describes that spell for us when he's done. I've taken that old Nordic sword we found deeper down. It seems to open and close the gate at the front entrance, so I need to make sure I don't mix it up with the others. While the sword itself seems fearsome enough with its ability to resurrect anything it cuts, it pales in comparison to the spell the wizard is working on. I just hope he finishes before I end up looking like he does. We're gathering the loot at the old shipwreck along the coast near the mining settlement. Once we've cleared the place out, we'll meet at the docks and have it transported to Skyrim. Hopefully this contraband is still worth something if we can't find what the boss is looking for. Right. So they're taking it to a shipwreck.
The Empire is on edge. All these dragon attacks can't be good for business.
Well, let's move out then. So I've come back down the mountain and I'm back in that valley again. The shipwreck seems to be over a pass there, which is presumably that one. I just noticed a group of people over here and I'm wondering who they are. Just miners? What do you do here?
I keep Bulmer alive, just as well too with those Spriggans about. I also keep in touch with the East Empire Company, and keep them up to date with our progress here.
Glad to hear it. What can you tell me about Wyrmstooth?
Well, from what we've seen so far, it's one hell of a place to dig for ore.
Oh well, I suppose I should be getting on my way. Or rather, we should, because some of these mercenaries seem to be following me now. So... yep, there's the shipwreck. I see another island over there. Should probably take this with a bit of caution. Although I don't see anyone. Interesting. No? Nothing there? Okay. Reef. Psalm. There's a sword there. Gore duster. There we go. Reanimates a dead body to fight for you for 60 seconds. Interesting. A couple of Marauder's shield. Interesting design. I'll take it. Oh, what was that? I don't want to accidentally... But there's more over there. Watch out. That it? No, it is not. What? What the heck? I've never seen a Khajiit do that before. I'm just going to ignore it and head back to the Barrow, I think. So, here we are, back at Wyrmstooth Temple. And now I have the sword that opens this door.
The dangers of this dungeon are well known among my peers.
I thought you were kicked out of that ballet school.
What? Piers? Ballet school? I don't get it. Okay, that's a trap. Please try not to step on it.
More vagrants? Did I not tell you already that you'll get what you want? By Shore's bones, I need more time. Wait, you're not one of those cutthroat smugglers, are you? Explain yourself before I immolate you in hellfire.
Ah, so you're the wizard that was dealing with the marauders. Well, I'm chasing a dragon that came from this island. Perhaps you know about it?
Ah, I suppose that's what all the commotion was about then. The rabble plundering these ruins of its riches mentioned something about their shipments being jeopardized. But honestly, dragons? Maybe it was a cliff racer. They have been known to grow quite large.
No, it was definitely a dragon. They've returned. I've fought many of them. The bandits were actually telling the truth, believe it or not.
Well, I suppose that is quite something then. This island is the cauldron of an ancient volcano, and the Barrow itself is built into the mountains. I know of a way deeper down, through these ruins, into the magma chamber. That's likely where you'll find your dragon, but there is one slight dilemma.
What kind of dilemma?
Follow me and I'll show you.
Can I have the name?
Are we going through here? It's locked. That's not in... Maybe later. Well, he was up here somewhere. Maybe through this door?
As you can see, a bit of a dilemma.
Yeah. So how do we get the gate open? And what's with the Droga just standing there?
This? Oh, this is, how shall I say it? Part of my experiment. I've been researching the Draugr here for quite some time now. It's a bit of a silly story, really. While testing a new spell that I had been hastily working on, no thanks to these boneheads, I, had a bit of an accident. I must admit I'm still working out the kinks of the new spell myself. It's not entirely ready, in case you didn't realize.
What kind of an accident?
The spell I've been working on allows me, well, anyone really, to control the Draugr. At least to some degree. That Draugr must have accidentally pushed a switch somewhere ahead of us, subsequently closing this gate. I was preparing this for my next attempt. Good that you showed up just now. There's a little something I've been wanting to try.
What sort of something?
Oh, don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Well, relatively safe. At least for you it will be. I think. I've been wanting to find out whether I can transfer control to another person, to allow somebody else to control the subject I've prepared. If I can get a positive result out of this experiment, I can finally finish the spell and even expand on it further. And by that I mean having control over living things too. Animals, people, well, some control at least, and only for a short time. So, what do you say? Ready to give this whole Draugr a spin? I don't think we can get this gate open right now by any other means.
Oh, fine, go on then.
Excellent! Just remember to keep going until you find that switch. It's there, somewhere. I'll end the spell once the gate is open. Now stand still while I cast this. It might tingle slightly.
Okay. I'm controlling a Draugr. This is very weird. There's another Draugr there. Some spiders. Not seeing a switch up there. Or here. That looks like it opens. Well, let's just do a way through here. More Draugr around. I wonder if they'll think this drug is acting oddly. That looks like a switch, doesn't it?
You've done it! Excellent work! Well, it seems like your mind is still in one piece. That's good. Seems like it went better than the last time. With this, I can finally finish my research. I couldn't have done it without your assistance. I'm exceptionally grateful.
Okay, and how long until you complete your research?
Oh, not for another 10 or 20 years at the very least. I'm still having a myriad of problems to account for, after all. But enough about the details. You have a dragon to hunt, remember? I don't have much in the way of weaponry to help you, but feel free to take whatever supplies you need from my laboratory. You've helped me with the most difficult part of my research today, and for that, I thank you. I may join up with you later on once I've cleaned myself up. Transferring minds from one body to another really works up a sweat. Whew.
Dragonborn? I don't know what you saw when you were controlling that Draugr, but I expect we'll have quite a battle ahead of us. Can I help you?
Yeah.
You know what you need to do, Dragonborn.
Surely you must have better things to do than to bother me.
Well, there's going to be quite a few Draugr ahead. I don't know if I'm going to get to use my bow. Ooh, this Draugr is not weak. Okay. This is going well. Are all of you following? No, not really. Okay. Probably should have soul trapped him. Never mind. I do need a lot of the high level souls. The kind that Death Lords and Death Overlords have. Well, I can get some of my arrows back, I guess. So this is where the switch was. These going to open? I think they already are. Yeah. That was the Draugr I was controlling. What's this?
Stick together down here. Keep your eyes peeled for traps.
Etched tablet. Sometimes you may hear my song somewhere you do not belong. Choose wisely or you may find this to be your final
I'll keep
day.
my eyes peeled for your sister.
Quiet. We are not alone in here.
Song. Well, there aren't any obvious clues. I'm guessing it's something to do with song. Dragonflies don't sing. Whales maybe. Wolves no. I wouldn't really say a bird sings. There we go. Nicely done. Okay, so I am going to pull the lever for the whale. There we go. Yeah. I thought so. Oh, that wasn't enough. Okay. We need to find some way to progress. mind stopping those traps? Well, there's this that goes through here. This do? And this for that matter. Okay, that just closes that. Right then. I'll take that. Well, I've opened something, I'm not entirely sure what. There's a few traps around here. That looks like a way down. There's yet another lever here. Okay. Okay, so there's some sort of puzzle around here. A lot of levers to turn. Whale, snake, bird. We both got Next one. What was it again? Whale, snake, bird. There's a dragon just below us. Whale, snake, bird. There we go. This is a long way down. Could be some sort of treasure room through there. Not entirely sure how we're supposed to get there. I can't really say, I'm not bothered. Oh. That wasn't the end. A glass helmet. I kind of figured that would be a trap, and not carrying too much. I'll drop that again, shall I? Why can't I move? Why still? That should do. Ah, I filled up my greatest soul gems. Just the grand ones to work on now then. As we move on through another door. I really should watch out for that. It just doesn't look like the usual pressure pads. Okay. So this is Wyrmstooth Refectory. That looks busy. really tell what I'm doing. Oh, it stopped. Kind of hard to see from all the way over here. There we go. Whoops. Slipped a bit there. Okay. Lots of stuff. Wow, they have orcish arrows. Not sure what the way on from here is. I need to get round there. Nice. Ha! Okay. You get another trap. This feels like a dead end. Will you stop pushing me into a wall? More marauders. Nice. Spelled some ice volley. Huh. What? What was the other one? Nice. That just opened by itself. Oh, hasn't opened a puzzle door. I think that just closed behind me, so I'm essentially another exit here, so I'm gonna block this route. Yeah, I see you. Rusted claw, nice. Do you see me yet? I'm gonna take that as a no. Again with the orcish arrows, why do they have them? Did the Draugr kill all the others? It would seem so. Oh, it didn't fall off. That time, did it? Okay. I think we're clear. But the mercenaries can't follow me through. That could be a problem. Oh well, looks like I'm on my own. Fancy door, I remember seeing one like it in Bloodskull Barrow on Solstheim. So, we continue on deeper into the dungeon.